We're going. We're live, cocksucker. I'm good, man. What's up with you? Uh, the best card of the it's the best fucking card of the fucking year, cocksucker. And it's when Jack Della Maddalena gets it fucking done. We're gonna have to see. Yeah. Who? Pash Patel? He's a fucking bum.
He's a bum. I'm sure the guys under him aren't a bum, but he's a bum. But dude, we got to talk about this gambling thing. So obviously, you talked about it in your wrap up video for the fight night, Steve Garcia versus David Onama. Yeah. Where obviously, what's his first name? Something Bulgarian, right?
Isaac Bulgarian.
Isaac Bulgarian. The odds switched over really quickly to him before the fight. The UFC, they called him. They checked in with Bulgarian. He said, "No, I'm good. I'm going to kill this guy, whatever." And then the odds kept switching, and then I was suspicious when he wasn't fighting the hands. When he got submitted, he wasn't fighting the hands.
Well,
I'm thinking, why isn't he fighting the hands?
When the neck, when the arm was under the neck, he was throwing up punches, not trying to defend the choke, which is amateur move at most.
Yeah, so there was a lot of suspicion after the fight, and the UFC and the FBI have launched an investigation. There's been a ton of stuff coming out that fighters have been offered stuff in the past. Everyone's been commenting on it. Now I'm just gonna say one thing, and then you can do your thing, and then we'll finish up with this thing. I think that there has to be some sort. I'm not saying that like it's Dana White and Hunter, but dude, I told you, bro, you know this, bro. The fucking Fertitas are from a mafia family, so they're shady.
Yeah.
So now, if you're telling me, hey, back in the 2000s, did they rig fights? Of course they fucking did. They had some unpopular guys fight. Of course they rigged fights back then. Are they doing it now? The UFC? I don't know. But all I know is this: there's somebody behind the scenes going, oh, let's put this. Because as someone that has a bookie and as someone that knows the gambling world, not just the fucking online world of Vegas that you use, there's a lot. I told you shit that my bookie, I'm not going to name him. He's go look him up at Bookies Anonymous. But but I told you about the shit. He heard about it and all the hoopla about it, dude. This shit's been happening in boxing for years. So MMA fans, welcome to our world of boxing fans. Welcome to our world, guys. How does it feel, Isaiah? How does it feel to know your sport is fucking dirty? Doesn't feel good, does it?
No.
Get used to it. Because I'll say one more thing. Because it ain't going away, cocksucker. It ain't going away. It's only going to get worse. You know it. I know it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But sometimes we're going to fight is for the best. Because sometimes you have a fighter that nobody likes, and you got to get him out of there. You know? That's what you got to do. All right, guys. So, What are your thoughts about it, real quick?
I mean, it's despicable. I never want to see that Isaac Hungarian motherfucker again.
Oh, fuck it, he's a bum, yeah.
And he also ruined his career the moment he fucking did that, because no other organization is gonna sign him knowing that he is going to fix a fight or is willing to fix a fight.
Yeah, he's probably not going to be able to get he's probably not going to be able to get any fights in America for sure. I'm sure he'll go fight in like some promotion out in like, freaking,
where everyone's roided.
Maybe he'll show. Well, to be honest, the Yakuza still runs like, runs, unconfirmed runs Ryzen. So, he could probably get a fight. I mean, he'll probably get his ass kicked at Ryzen because the competition's pretty good there. But I don't think he's ever going to get like, for instance, the LFA or CES or the Makhachev Fury, those guys are never going to sign him. So he fucked his career, bum.
Yeah, and
I'm just saying. I told you this too. You alluded to this, that the fucking David Onama, he looked really terrible. He never looked that bad. He just gave up. So I don't know.
Well, also that Harry Mack guy had like all the stuff he's saying. None of it's officially confirmed by reports.
Guy that talked about Jason Herzog.
Yeah, and then Jason responded like, "Hey, you have like 48 hours to remove this and make a statement apologizing." And then Harry Mack actually responded saying, "Actually, I didn't say this. Read my fucking message, you fucking dickhead." Like he literally called him a dickhead. And
there you go, Harry. Hit back, Jason. Best.
Herzog looks suspicious. We can all.
I'm just saying. Him letting Yan Xiaonan continue when Wei Li clearly submitted her.
Well, not only that, there's
because maybe Jason had it on going over 3.5 rounds. Remember, that was only round 2, so maybe he would have.
Well,
maybe
remember early in the year.
If it got ended. What?
Early in the year with the Henry Cejudo Song Yudong, he told Henry like, "I need this to go to the scorecards." That's suspicious as fuck. Okay.
What have I been telling you, cocksucker? You've been brushing me off for years. Going, what are you talking about, Guinea? What's this guy talking about?
Let me be delusional. Me
and Joey have been telling you fucking idiots for years, and finally, it comes to your doorstep. Welcome to my world, cocksucker. All right, that's our thoughts. We are gonna make a video about this whole thing, in the future, but. Enough of the bad shit. Let's get to the good shit this weekend, cocksucker. Obviously, I'm just going to bring it up real quick. I'm going to make a video probably tomorrow, or actually probably the night after we're done, about a huge card between Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. 2, the rematch, massive card in Tottenham. But that's boxing. Here in the Fighters Lounge today, we got to talk about UFC 320. Oh, cocksucker. Oh, baby. We are going to be live at Madison Square Garden. Let's be honest, the most historic home of combat sports of all the great fights. Rocky Marciano and Joe Louis, Floyd Patterson, Sonny Liston, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. Dude, the list goes on and on and on and on and on of all the great boxing fights. And there's been historic mixed martial arts fights. Conor beating Eddie, Jorge and Nate, GSP winning a second title, Alex Pereira winning a second title. There's just the Alex Pereira beating Izzy. I mean, there's historic moments at Madison Square Garden, and this is just going to add to the legacy even more, man.
It is. It's truly a historic card.
My heart's stopping, guys. It's fucking thumping.
It's really a historic card. One of the best we've seen in a long fucking time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get any better than this.
No, not really, dude.
I mean, on paper, it's the best card we've ever been to.
Yeah, for sure.
Has, in my opinion, it has a lot of living up to do to 316.
I think it's only because 316 already happened, and we know how it is.
Yeah, that's exactly why. But
I'm going to say this now. When we leave, right? When we leave at like 1:30 a.m. on Sunday, when we leave the arena, whatever happens in the main event, I'm going to look at you and say, this was better than 316. And now you're either going to be super happy or you're going to be begrudgingly going, yeah, it was. or you're gonna go, fuck course guys like a Jack fucking destroyed Islam.
Exactly.
uh.
Good
All
fucking.
right, you fuckers. Let's get right into the card. First fight of the night, Isaiah, take it away, brother.
First fight of the night, we got Vyacheslav Borshev versus Matthias Camillo. This is a short
Lava
notice
Claus is back with
fight.
a dog shit record.
This is
God,
a
his record
short
sucks.
notice fight. Added like it was either this week or last week, so very short notice. Camillo was supposed to fight on the UFC 321 against also Al Hassan Halwadi or something like that,
Yeah, yeah,
but he
yeah.
pulled
So the
out.
guy's name is Abdul Karim Malsawadi. That's who he was
Yeah,
supposed to fight.
Camilo lost his debut fight to Gabe Green. Um, Gabe Green did come to that fight looking really good, so I'll give it to that. He's Camilo is very good on the ground, so I am picking him over Borshev solely because Borshev is, he's a good striker and all, but all the years he's trained at Team Alpha Male, he hasn't seemed to evolved or learned a ground game because anytime he gets taken to the ground, it's just game over for him. So I think if Camilo can come in here, get the takedown, he's gonna submit Borshev.
Yeah, I'm sort of leaning to Camilo. I don't like his. I think there's a lot that we learned in his fight against Gabe Green. He is a powerful guy. He's got good strikes, but he is, he's not young. Well, I'm sorry, he is young. He's young as shit. He's 24. He's super young. He's still learning.
Yeah,
Whereas Slava Claus isn't young. How old Slava? He's
like 30.
he's 33. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a freaking 9-year difference in age. And if if you look at strength of schedule, well, one of the other Camilo, though, we do have to thank him because if he didn't beat fucking that fucking stupid ass bum from Tajikistan who showed up at the press room was like, Dana, sign me.
Oh yeah, that's
Dana,
right.
sign me. I'm Ito, fighter. I'm great. And he shook his hand and then he fought on the XF the ZFN the Zombies promotion in Korea and he stunk and he was terrible and that's the only reason why we that's the only reason even why we have Camilo and there are some things to like in his fight against Gabe Green. He did lose. Do I think it's possible that Slava Claus can win? Yeah, he definitely can win this fight. If it stays standing, Slava Claus is a dog. He can fight. He can fight a rough fight. But yeah, I do agree. If Camilo gets into the ground, he's got great jiu-jitsu. I think he can get this fight. I think he's going to win by decision. I don't think this fight's going to be the most exciting, but I think it's not going to be boring because Slava Claus is never boring. That's the one thing about Slava Claus. He's never boring. He either gets because let's be honest, even in his last fight, he fought like hell in that fucking guillotine. He was like, he was fucking shaking, right? He was like, who was it against? It was
McKinney.
Yeah, and he was just struggling, and Terrence is like, dude, just tap already, and he wouldn't tap. So I'm gonna give Slava Claus some credit. But yeah, I'm going with Camilo on this one too.
Yeah, both picking Camilo. What are the betting odds right now?
The odds are he's a slight favorite, Camilo. Well, this is Tapology. ESPN has him. Yeah, it's the same on ESPN. Holy shit, bro! I'm looking at the odds in the next fight. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Fucking, this is stupid, man.
All right, let's move on to the next fight then. Bisengar Susukaya versus Eric Makhachev. I'll let you go first on this one.
I'm gonna say this. We talked about this when he fought fucking Tom Nolan. What were the odds? He was minus.
Fuck! I didn't realize they'd gone up that much.
What does it say for you?
Minus 10. 1,050.
1,000.
What the fuck, man?
Dude, it's fucking bullshit, bro. What was do you remember what he was for Tom Nolan? Because I do.
Minus 800.
What?
He was like he opened up as a minus 800 against.
No. That's what he closed at. But at the start of the week, or when Tom Nolan filled in, which was what, Wednesday or Thursday,
something
right?
like that. Well, because
Yeah,
it was like Thursday because Bison Gore fought on Tuesday.
I know, but Tom Nolan was yeah, but Tom Nolan was at the press
Eric Nolan.
conference.
It's Eric Nolan.
Sorry, no, Tom Nolan's the ninja.
Yeah.
A ninja fighter. What? Like what?
All right. So break down this fight.
Well, I'm just gonna say that. Break it down. Yusuf
Break
Sakai
it
has
down.
already been a massive favorite, and let's be honest, he beat Eric Nolan, he submitted him, but he should not have been that big because the fight was close. He
Yeah.
showed good ability. He's young, but I think he's fighting a better fighter in Eric Makhachev, who I'm not saying Eric's a great fighter, but he shouldn't be plus 600. This is fucking ridiculous. I think that Susakayev will win by decision. It's going to be a close fight, and I think after the fight, we're going to say similar things we said after his last fight. He's young, he's talented, he won the fight, but he's got a long way to go.
Honestly, I'm picking Susakayev to knock him out, dude. Eric
We'll
McConaughey is
see.
pretty shitty. He has a split decision win over fucking Cody Brundage. Like, come on, Cody fucking Brundage. I'm trying to
Yeah,
pull up
I'm
his
obviously about this.
record,
Cody Brundage is a UFC level guy, but he's the bottom of the barrel UFC level guy, so I get it.
and then
But
he lost
but
to
no, I'm
Nilson
just gonna say,
Ruzaboyev. You know,
no, I'm gonna say I'm just gonna say if you look at the Ruzaboyev fight, it was competitive. It wasn't like Ruzaboyev was dominating McConaughey. It was competitive up until the finish. He had
I
success
just
in round
personally
one.
don't rate Eric McConaughey as anything high level, but I
Well,
mean, we
dude,
haven't seen
dude,
anything from Bison Gar Susakayev as well.
that's
So
all I'm saying. Oh, dude, listen to me. I completely agree with you. I'm not saying McConaughey. I'm
I
saying
think
two
it's like
things.
a second round knockout for Susakayev, but in no way in hell
That's
it
fair.
should be like a minus
Yeah.
150 in my opinion.
What?
Minus 150 for
Oh no no
Susakayev.
no 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 no, dude. If the odds for this fight were Susakayev minus 450, McConaughey plus 325, I'd have no problem. I have no problem with that. But the fact when you put a guy minus 1,000, I'm saying two things. One, I think we can both agree that Eric McConaughey is a better fighter than Eric Nolan because he's a true middleweight.
We
He's
know
a true middleweight.
why it's like this, right? It's
What?
because everyone's gonna see this big dog in Eric McConaughey and put money on him, and then he's gonna fucking go in there and lose, and Vegas gets all the fucking money, or whoever gets who the betting people they get all the money. So that's why
I've been
he's a
telling you.
fucking blown up.
I've been telling you about this shit for years, and now you're finally realizing it.
I
You're
fucking
late to the
can't.
party, cocksucker.
I fucking
You're 5 years late to the party. Okay. I remember the first time we ever watched the fight. You know, you remember the first fight we ever watched?
it was Whitaker and Cannonier.
Yeah, that was the first fight because that was the co-main. Very good, very good.
Yeah,
That was the co-main to Islam and Justin. And I remember saying something about
Khabib
betting,
and
and you're like, "Get
Justin.
the fuck out of here with your betting shit." And you shrugged me off like I was a fucking. Now we weren't like really close friends as we are now, but you're like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't like those guys. Yeah. I'll say two things. One, Eric McConaughey is better than Eric Nolan. I think so. And two, and also, this is just Sakai's second UFC opponent, and both of them Eric. It's kind of funny.
It's fucking
It's
coincidence.
kind of back-to-back Erics. But as I said, I think McConaughey is better than Eric Nolan. And I'm not saying I don't think he's any good. You know, he's that solid at all. I'm just saying he's going to give a little more of a test to Surkayev. But if Surkayev is as good as they say he trains at Hamza, yeah, he is going to win either a third round finish or, in my opinion, a decision.
I think it's a second round
All
finish, but we both got
what
Bean
the
ran.
hell's going on with it? Bean, what's Bean doing now? Is it Bean?
He's being a crackhead.
Yo, Bean, calm the fuck down. We got Bean. We got me way to talk about. Come on, watch your, hey, watch your mouth, Bean. Bean, watch your little mouth.
All right, we both got Susakayev.
You're gonna spray him with the fucking acid water again.
Let's move on.
All right, you start talking about this next fight. I need a fucking drink again.
All right, we got Angela Hill versus Fatima Klein.
Thank fucking God I'm missing this one.
I'm picking Fatima Klein to win this fight. I think her last fight against Melissa Martinez really showcased her abilities. And the KO or TKO win over Martinez was really good. And TKO victory over Victoria Judikova really rung true as high level. But her loss to Jazz Vicious, I mean, doesn't
Oh,
say like she's anything bad because Jazz Vicious is near the top of the division. She is coming a loss to Manon, but Manon is also at the number one contender in this division. And at this point, with Angela Hill, we've kind of seen she is 40 years old, and for the longest time, she made all these fights close with all these decisions. One of those long vet fighters, but she's starting to finally look her age, starting to finally
yeah.
slow down. I think it's at the right point where Fatima Klein's gonna come in here and probably. I don't know if she finishes Angela Hill, but maybe has a showcase performance where she just pieces her up for all 3 rounds. Probably gets to like a 30, 27. Probably drops Angela Hill once or twice, but doesn't finish her. But has a really good performance. So I'm picking Fatima Klein.
Yeah, so going off what you said about Angela, I think when she fought Mackenzie, she gave so much in herself in that fight. Where in that last round, she had nothing left. Like she had nothing left at all because she gave all she had to win that fight, and that fight was close. But I'm looking at Fatima Klein's record, dude. She was a double champ in Cage Fury. And that
Yeah,
was all before her first fight against Jasmine. That was all before her first fight against Jasmine, which was I didn't watch that fight. I don't know if it was close or not, but I do know that both of her last two fights against Dudikova and Melissa Martinez were both two good knockouts. And now here's what I'll say: Fatima Klein is training Erin Blanchfield. I think she's going to become, she'll be a lot more well-rounded. But I also believe that there is still a chance for Angela Hill to win this fight. Now, if she wins this fight, she's going to win by her typical way, her point fighting way, where she kind of, moves forward, gets strikes, clinches, and she does that. She does it over, right, over and over and over and over again.
yeah.
So I think she's gonna do that over and over. You see a little hit right there. I saw that. I saw that guy so good. Had that with the screen. Yeah,
Dude, it baffles me about Angela Hill that I always
18,
forget.
The record's 18-15, dude. That's
No, she has a fucking awful, awful record. But I always think back about that
she
Joe
was undefeated
Rogan.
when bro. She was 4-0 and Invicta. She only had 4 pro fights in the UFC. Her UFC record is 13-15.
I know, dude, it's not good.
But
Her grandparents, whoever they were, Barney Hill. Remember Joe Rogan saying they met aliens. Remember that fucking?
oh my god, I remember that.
I always
Oh my
remember
god.
that about Angela Hill.
But I just want to give her credit because and it's funny, bro. She got cut from the UFC. She got cut from the UFC after her first 3 fights. She had 2 losses to Tisha Pennington. Duncan. She was on the Ultimate Fighter season 20, I think she was. And
Oh, I remember that fight with Tisha. That's when Tisha was Tisha Torres.
She was Tisha Torres up until like 3 years ago. She's been Tisha Pennington. Dude, when I watched Tisha fight this past weekend, I'm like, where's Raquel? And I'm like, did they get divorced though? I was like, what the fuck? That was quick. And the kid, she's out. But she's probably training for a fight. And I'll say this again. I'm saying this again. I'll die on this hill. Raquel Pennington got fucking robbed against you know who.
Oh yeah, we know.
Because Juliana Pena is a
dumb bitch.
Dumb bitch. I was trying to set you up for that.
Dumb bitch.
Yeah, but yeah, but I'm looking at her record. She had 2 losses to Rose and Tisha Torres, Tisha Pennington now. And she got cut. She went to Invicta. She won 4 straight fights. But dude, if you look at the name she's fought, Tisha Pennington, Rose Namajunas, Jessica Andrade, Nina Nunes, Marnia Moroz, Miranda Marcos. Yeah, she sucks. But the Yan Jianan, Claudia Delha, Michelle Watterson, the Amanda Lenos, Virginia Roba, Lupe Godinez, the Mackenzie Dern, the Lana Pinheiro, Tabariccia, Ketlin Souza, Yasmin Lucindo. I mean, she's fought so many freaking fighters, dude. I mean, she's fought a ton. She's fought like almost everybody at strawweight, almost the whole division, pretty much. So, just want to give her some credit a little bit, but yeah, I'm going with Fatima Klein.
Yeah, I'm going with Fatima
I do
Klein.
hope she knocks Angela out, but we'll see. But be honest, Angela, I don't think she's ever been. Has she ever been finished?
I
I don't think
don't.
she's
If anything, it's probably by
hold
submission.
on. All right. Has she ever been knocked out? Let's see.
I don't think so, dude. I could be wrong.
She's got a submission loss to Reina Marcos in 2018, and then a submission loss to Rose in 2015. But yeah, no knockout losses, none.
Yeah, no, she's pretty durable. I mean,
Yeah.
It's also a
She has
woman.
three. She does have a rear naked choke loss to Carlos Esparza on the Ultimate Fighter, but only 2 in the UFC to Rose and Reina Marcos. That's it.
Yeah.
And that was 2019. So it's been 6 years since she's been finished. So
yeah.
Fatima Klein is going to win this fight by decision, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Let's move on. We've got Pat Sabatini versus Chepe Mariscal. I'll let you break down this one.
It's interesting, dude, because I'm listening to your breakdown earlier today, and I think you sort of nailed it on the point with Chepe. He comes forward, he comes to strike, he comes to move, and he has a very, we talk about the modern style of striking MMA. It's Chepe Mariscal. It's come forward, jab, leg kicks. It's using variety. Using variety is the modern way to strike in MMA. That's what and that's why makes Jack so special is that Jack has variety. He just doesn't use it because he doesn't need to. He's so good with his hands, but he can do everything. But Chepe sort of needs to do everything because he has good pop, but he's really not a knockout guy. He's definitely more of a volume fighter. And I'll say this: if this fight's standing, I think Pat Sabatini is gonna get his ass kicked like he did by Diego. I think it's gonna be the exact same almost fight, maybe a little longer. But if Pat's able to mix in takedowns and able to pressure Chepe in his face, because Chepe, and this is something that you mentioned with Michael Morales that we'll talk about later, is that he's great at range. Chepe is amazing at range. We haven't seen him have great success when he gets pressured inside. He's able to shrug off, shitty guys. But Pat Sabatini's a pretty solid. Is he ranked at 45?
No.
Okay. But he's a solid guy, man. He's got a good record. His record's 20-5. He's got a solid record, good fights. He's got good opponents on there. But
he's done a lot of grappling matches.
What?
He's done a lot of grappling matches since his loss to Diego.
Well, let's see. Oh wow, yeah.
He's done 6 grappling matches since that loss.
Nico Price, Andrew Kuchel, Jonathan Pierce. That was a loss, Jonathan Pierce. No, that was a victory. I mean, Jonathan Pierce. You know what? Good riddance. Good riddance to Jonathan Pierce. Don't say his name. He's a fucking can.
Let me fucking. I'm picking Chepe Mariscal to win this fight. Yeah. Like I said in my earlier breakdown, Pat Sabatini is a guy not really fluid or smooth in the striking. He can throw some shots, but they're not really combo level shots. But if he gets you on the ground, he gets to your back, he's very strong. He's a very strong wrestler, and a lot of guys underrate that. But I think, like I said, Chepe Mariscal is the type of guy who can match him in that wrestling. And if he gets taken down, he will scramble. Make Pat Sabatini work, get back to the feet. I think just the punches are gonna damage Pat Sabatini more. And we've seen him fold, but then again, Diego Lopez has some weird fucking power in his hands. But I'm picking Chepe Mariscal. I think he hurts Pat Sabatini, and honestly, I think he probably finishes Pat Sabatini.
I mean, in the late rounds. Is one way. I do think that if Chepe decides to grapple with Pat, he could fall into a submission and get sub badly.
Yeah,
because Pat Sabatini he's got good submissions. He's very, very competent on the ground. That's his world. if this fight stays standing and Chepe is able to keep the range, which I think he will establish that in the first round. He's gonna get the win. I mean, he's been on a good run. He is 33, but he's if you look at his to be honest, he has not had a loss in the UFC. He's 5-0. He's 5-0. His last two losses actually, his last three losses have all come to sort of UFC, to sort of, well, not all UFC level guys, but his three recent losses, and bro, I don't know if you know, but this is a rematch. Him and Pat fought years ago.
Really?
They fought in 2018, and Chepe won a split decision. Victory FC, 2018. And to be honest, bro, I'm looking at that guy, Larry and Douglas, who's got the contract.
Who? Larry and Douglas?
He just fought on the Contender Series.
Dude, there's so many people who fought on the Contender Series.
Yeah, well, Chepe beat him. Chepe hasn't lost to Bryce Mitchell early in his career.
Kyle's here. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, brother?
He hasn't lost to Gregor Gillespie. Bum.
Where the fuck did Gregor go? He's vanished.
Well, dude. Fucking Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee's available.
How the hell we get on fucking these guys?
No, I'm going over Chepe's record.
Oh, okay.
He has a win over Yusuf Zalal. He has losses to Joe Anderson Brito, Steve Garcia, and Sean Soriano. Those was his last three losses. And his first UFC win again, came against the great legendary Trevor Peek. I had to bring him up. Because Trevor Peek did the impossible and he defeated Ansel Jubilee, the King of Lions.
Lions.
But besides Trevor Peek, if you look at Damon Jackson's not good, but I still rate Ricardo Ramos solid, Morgan Charrier, Jack Jenkins. He's got wins over all three of them. So,
well, he broke Jack Jenkins' arm with a takedown.
What?
Yeah, Jack Jenkins broke his arm on a takedown trying to defend. I think he put his arm out.
Yeah, but he was. Yeah, but that first round though, he was losing though. Yeah. He was losing that first round to Chepe. So
I think we're both picking Chepe to win this fight.
Yeah. But just one more thing about it. All I was saying is that if you look at his career, he's an established guy who's fought in so many guys outside the UFC who are UFC level. So he could be, something special. Who knows?
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. We've got Kyle Dawkins versus Gerald Meerschaert. I'm picking Kyle Dawkins to win this fight, dude. Dream 3, he is on the end of his career. His last three losses to Mikhail Olajaychik, Brad Tavares, and Reiner de Ritter. The last one, Mikhail Olajaychik by KO or TKO. Not the best person to lose, in my opinion. I still don't rate Mikhail Olajaychik very high. That was 2 months ago, so not a good look. And Kyle Dawkins is coming off that KO win over Michelle Pereira,
which was a shocker.
Which was a massive shocker.
Because one thing I'll say about this: if this fight was booked before his fight with Pereira, if this was Kyle Dawkins' re-entry in the UFC, I'd be picking GM3 all the way. I'm sure you would be too, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. On Monday, I was like, man, I think Gerald Meerschaert's got one more sub in the tank, but dude, he's fucking 37, bro. He's fucking old. He's fucking old.
He's 37 and 20.
And dude, let's be honest, 37 and 20 is a solid record. That's 17 wins over 500. I mean, dude, we just talk about all the guys that Chepe fought, bro. If we look at the names that he's fucking fought, I mean, Jesus Christ, he's fought fucking Sam Alvey. He's got a win over the legendary Jay Ellis, by the way. The legendary Jay Ellis, back when Jay was 13 and 53, not as bad as he was today.
Oh,
did you know?
Speaking
Guess
of
what?
Sam Alvey, I think he just got booked to fight Rebellis to Spain in karate combat.
Let's go, Sam Alvey, karate combat, go, then go.
The
That's what
goat,
he's to go,
the
then
goat.
go. But no, he's got fights against Sam Alvey. He's got fights against Thiago Santos, Eric Spicely, Jack Hermanson, Kevin Holland, Trevin Giles, Eric Anders. Obviously, fucking Hamzat. But Murda, Dustin Stoltzfus, Bruno Silva bum, Joe Pfeiffer, Andre Petrosky, fucking commie. Brian Barberena, Edmund Shabazian, Ryan of the Ritter, Brad Tavares, and Michael J. He's like just like fucking Angela Hill. He's fought everybody in the fucking middleweight. Everybody at middleweight. So, I'm just gonna say this. Yes, I am gonna pick Dawkins to win too, but don't be shocked if GM3 pulls out a sub out of his ass. All I'm gonna say, sometimes the old vet gets it done.
Hey, sometimes I mean Kyle
I'm going for
Dawkins.
the old guys, Isaiah.
He did get when he got cut. He went on that like 5-fight win streak on the regionals, and that got a short
Dawkins did, yeah.
notice debut against Pereira. So maybe I don't think he has this newfound power.
No,
I
let's be
just
honest here. Let's be fully honest. The whole stuff that happened with Kevin Holland wasn't, that was a whole weird fight. I think that threw him off. You know what I mean?
probably.
I feel like that threw him off because he only got one more win after that against fucking Jamie Bum Pickett. And then his last two fights before he got cut were Eric Anders, bum, and Roman Dolidze, and he got knocked out by both guys. So I understand why they cut him. He has lost to Phil Hawes. Phil Hawes sucks. But as you mentioned, he went to Cage Fury. He blew the doors off of 5 guys, and then he got back to the UFC.
Yeah, so I think he's just gonna ride the momentum. That's how I'm feeling it. I think Kyle Dawkins just I don't know if he finishes Mearshart, but maybe Mearshart's at that point in his career where he can easily be finished. So regardless, I am choosing Kyle Dawkins to win this fight.
Yep, same.
Right.
But I'm just gonna say if GM3 wins, I'm gonna be happy for him.
Yeah, me too.
All right,
move on. Oh,
so
it didn't change the name. God damn it.
What? Oh! Speaking of names, I'm gonna bring this up. Wait, what? What do you mean?
Nothing. Keep talking.
You mean ESPN hasn't changed it yet?
No, I fucking forgot to change the name on my thing.
Dude, I mean, dude, it just happened today. So, it's not like you had much chance. ESPN got rid of the fight altogether. So,
ESPN sucks.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to say one thing about name before we get to this fight. I'm telling you, no matter how many fights that Magomed Zainukov gets, he will forever be known as John Pork.
Bro, he might have already done it, but he's saying that he's gonna turn off his Instagram comments because everybody's just saying John Pork, dude. This is that bad.
Yo, did you see him and fucking Hasbulla get that like ovation from the crowd? They're like, Shako, Hasbulla. It was what?
Don't talk to me about that fucking disgrace of a crowd.
Oh, come on, dude. It's New York. It's New York. Okay, see,
I'm gonna go to war with them.
I'm gonna say this, guys. I was already worried about this guy getting into a fight on Saturday. Now I know it's gonna fucking happen. Now, especially if Jack wins, you are gonna start a brawl, and we're gonna end up in a holding cell for a week. But if Jack wins, it's gonna be worth it, though.
It'll be worth it. I'll be in the holding cell like it's all worth it, man. Don't you worry. It's all fucking worth it.
It's gonna be great. My cousin's gonna show up with a bunch of money and go, "What the fuck you guys doing here?" And he's like, "What's going on, guys?"
All right, break down this fight, Cocksucker.
So we got Malcolm Wallmaker 10-0. You know, pretty good. What is he on our list? What number is he on our list? Do you know?
He's
11?
Number 12.
12. Yeah, it's close. And he was supposed to fight Sergey Sade. Would have been a good fight, good test. They threw Cody had in there a couple weeks ago. Supposed to be good with him.
That was gonna be a solid fight, dude.
What?
That was gonna be a solid fight. Honestly, Cody Haddon could have won that fight. I'm
I disagree, but it would have been close, I think, or competitive. And now they're throwing this nobody guy named Ethan Ewing, who's 8-2. He's had some fights at LFA. I don't think he's any good. We don't know anything about him. I'm sure he'll, like the most guys who come in on a day or two notice, he's going to come out in the first round on fire, trying to do something. And I agree with you. Malcolm's going to throw that. He's going to step up, throw that right hook, and he was going to go out.
like, you remember that right hook he threw on Martino at the torque he did? He was like, boom!
Don't talk to me. Don't fucking talk to me.
Remember what he did to Cameron Simon? I got him, guys. I got the fucking
Watch your mouth.
Your mouth. Be smart.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
But,
go ahead. Shit on my fucking favorite boys.
You'll be back.
Okay, I'll say Cameron Simon back. Chris might not be.
Oh shit. Dude, fucking Ethan Ewing guy fought 5 days ago.
Did he really?
Yeah, 5 days ago. So he's definitely in shape.
In New York. Where did he fight? He fought at AIC. What the fuck? Oh, bro, he fought in Sacramento at fucking Uriah Faber's A1 Combat in Sacramento.
Oh shit, really? Oh shit, yeah he did.
Wait, hold on a second. Did he drive across the country? What if he drove all the way last week?
Bro, he's definitely in fight shape.
You want to fight my yeah, sure, boys, I got it.
He's definitely in fight shape. That can't be denied. Yeah. But regardless of that, Malcolm's just fucking. Malcolm's a problem.
He was the.
Malcolm's a problem.
What?
Malcolm's a problem.
Question for you: If he wins this fight, considering it's a guy on 2 days' notice, are you going to make a problem video, or he has to fight somebody else because
I have a problem video already, an idea already in my mind for a different fighter.
Who?
My boy.
Who?
Jack Della fucking Maddalena.
Oh, but he's already a problem. He's going to beat Islam. What are you talking about?
He's even more of a problem if he beats Islam.
Oh yeah, duh. No shit, Sherlock. But yeah, no, let's see. Yeah, so I mean, pretty clear, Matt Wallmaker's gonna win. So.
Right hook, knockout. Yeah,
pretty much.
First round.
I'm expecting that tomorrow when we're in the car, the odds are gonna be like plus like 800 for Ewing and minus 2,000 for Wallmaker. Yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna be something crazy like that. So, if you want to make any money, put like $1 or $2 on Ewing just in case. Because you never know.
Maybe just put $1 or $2 for the fight to get out of the first round. Maybe. Since he fought 5 days ago, so he's.
That's probably a safer bet because maybe Malcolm takes it easy. Maybe he maybe Malcolm tries to get some rounds in. So, but yeah, too bad for Ethan Ewing. He's fucking dead.
He fucking dead.
So next fight, I think this is a very important fight for this division and a very close fight between Aaron Blanchfield and Tracy Cortez. I know you picked Blanchfield, but I got to go with my mamacita. Tracy Cortez is getting it done, and she is going to fight the winner of the co-main event. And here is why. You know what I'm going to say. She's good looking. She's promotable.
Tell me why she's going to win. I know. If she wins, she will get the title shot. But tell me why you think she wins, though.
What?
How's she gonna win?
Because she's got the El Corazon. She's got that Mexican heart. Like that. I don't know. Here's the thing. Yes, when you break, here's what I think Tracy's gonna do. Tracy is gonna try to outpoint her on the feet. She's gonna move. She's gonna kick. She's gonna punch. She's gonna try to stay in the distance because. She tried that against Rose. It didn't work because Rose is a world-class striker when she tries. When Rose shows up, right? When Rose shows up to fight, when she actually tries, she can do great like that. But Tracy Cortez,
this is a rematch, right?
I think that Aaron is good enough to compete in the striking. I don't think she's good enough in the striking. So, but if it does get to the ground, yes, I think Blanchfield will be a little bit better, but I don't think Blanchfield's far better than her. I don't think she's far better. I think they're close. Aaron's probably overall better fighter, but I expect Tracy Cortez to come out here in New York City, and I expect her to at least try to perform her best.
You know this is a rematch, right?
They fought how many years ago was it?
2019 in Invicta.
Who won the fight?
Tracy.
Tracy did by split.
Yeah.
Which let's be honest, we haven't watched it. It could be Robert for all we know.
Which fighter do you think has gotten better since then? Because screw the rankings. Rankings don't matter. Which fighter do you think has gotten?
In terms of considering that, I mean, Tracy has lost 2 fights since then. But but let's look at who she's lost to.
She got the eyelash smacked off her against Rose Namajunas.
Against Rose, and she lost that fight. And their first loss was to Cheryl Morosky, which was actually before she beat was before she beat Aaron, because she was 4-1 when she fought Aaron. Aaron was undefeated. It's going to be interesting because when you look at the competition that they faced, Tracy only has 4 decent opponents, where it's Jasmine Rose, well, actually 3. I'm Jasmine Rose, then I'm Vivian Araujo. Whereas when we look at Aaron has beaten far better women. Now here's the thing. We talked about this earlier on our channel. She got screwed against Macy Barber. She was ready to fight, and then Macy pulled out as the fight was supposed to happen. So that wasn't fair to her. And that's why I'm going with Tracy. I don't know if Aaron's mindset is there after that whole debacle. Is she recovered from that? Because I've been in that position. Back in 2018-19, when I was it was supposed to be my 7th amateur fight. I ended up having a fight 2 weeks later, and the guy literally didn't show up, dude. He didn't show up. It was the day of the fight. It was a Thursday night. He never showed up. So I sat there with my gloves on thinking, the fuck do I do? So I hit the bag for 3 hours, and I went back to the gym. And I fought somebody 4 days later, and I won, but I didn't feel good. I felt so weird having amped myself for a fight, and then nothing happened. So I don't know how Aaron's dealt with that. It's really weird to deal with that, dude. It really is. But we'll see. But she has fought better opponents. I mean, she fought Miranda Maverick, Molly McCann, Jessica Andrade, Talia Santos, Manon Fiorot, Rose, a bunch of decent opponents. So we'll see. I'm gonna stick with Tracy. I'm sticking with Tracy.
I'm sticking with Blanchfield.
And that's fine, dude. That's fine. I do expect Blanchfield to win, but I'm rooting for Tracy because the UFC needs let's be honest, they need a Latina queen to be at the champ because they want to make their Mexican money. Money!
She ain't never fucking becoming a champ. I'm picking Aaron Blanchfield to win this fight.
If Valentina stays champion, I don't know, but definitely not Whaley.
I'm picking Aaron to win this fight. In the striking, I do see Tracy as better in the striking.
Yeah, but she's not far better though.
But Blanchfield's style is kind of similar. It's not as effective, but it's similar to Hamorab, where it just moves forward, gets the takedowns, and just I said it's not as similar.
Get the fuck out of here. Okay. There's only one woman who fights like Merab, and she's fighting in the co-main event against Valentina. Get the fuck out of here.
She does not fight like Merab.
She says she's hit the pace like him.
Blanchfield goes for the takedowns. That's what I'm talking about.
It's toddy time. It's toddy time. It's toddy time.
Nah, fuck off, man. But I'm picking Blanchfield. I think if he gets to the ground, I think she's just the better wrestler. Tracy does have some wrestling skills, but
I looked at our live. Kyle said a little. Jake's crashing out XD. Love you, Kyle, man.
Yeah, I'm picking.
Oh my God, Aaron. Jay Ellis. Jay Ellis. Man.
So we'll split on this fight. The first fight we're split on.
All right. This next fight, we were gonna be split on it. And you know me, I used to love Roman Kopylov, but God, he let me down against Fat Paulo. He let me down. Remember that before that, I'm like, he's gonna take it to Paulo. He's gonna put that fat piece of shit back. And he just went, Oh,
I try to tell you, man.
oh,
Try to tell you.
oh, oh. He's got fucking hit in the head like 80 times by Paulo's fucking jab. God, it was terrible. I think RoboCop's gonna either win by decision or he's gonna knock out Roman in the second or third round. What?
Yeah, I'm picking RoboCop
Well,
too.
duh. Well, big surprise! You're picking RoboCop. Shocker, everybody! What a shocker! Oh my god!
Yeah, I
I
gotta pick
remember.
her.
You remember when he lost to Bruno Ferrero? We were devastated. We're like, we were so.
Yeah, Mark's never forgiven us since.
And Mark like bum bum.
But I
Uh,
think RoboCop also does hold the grappling advantage as well. He can use that. Um, the one thing I will knock RoboCop for is his head movement. He does not move his head as much as he should, and he does wear damage a lot. He gets cut up. He's got a lot of scar tissue, and he's a durable dude, but he just wears damage. So if it's like a close fight and it goes to decision based on damage, they could give it to Roman, but I don't think Roman. I don't know what's up with Roman. He is only 34. That loss to Paulo Costa, though, really rings true. They got outstruck, and he did get hurt in that first round. And um, Paulo Costa, in my opinion, does not hit as hard as RoboCop. So I think if RoboCop's landing those same strikes, he's gonna put Roman out. And the knockout against Jack Manson was like a really small, crisp left hook. Like didn't even look like there was much torque. Just threw it, and Jack went out and was as stiff as a board. So I'm picking RoboCop to knock out Roman Kopylov.
yeah, but I'm just gonna say if Roman can find a strike, we have seen RoboCop put out. It's not impossible, but he
Yeah,
is tough as shit. Because as you mentioned in
it has to be
now
a high
before,
kick or something.
yeah, it has to be, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Because Roman doesn't have an absolute missile of right. He has good striking, but in terms of technique, I think we both agree that Roman's a better technical guy, but
yeah.
RoboCop's way more vicious. So yeah. All right, let's get to the snooze fest.
All right, you take this one. I'll be right back.
So we got fucking Bo little bit. We got Bo the Bo Dickel, the little bitty pickle. 7-1, just came off his loss to RDR. He's already talking about how he was close in that fight. How he could take down anywhere he wanted. And I thought Isaiah was right. I thought he was humble. I guess fucking not. He's fighting fucking Rodolfo Vieira, who's 11-3. He's fun. He's fun. Yeah, he's fun. I mean, he's fought some decent UFC opponents. I mean, he's 6-3. He's fucking, what is he, 36? He's not young. He's old. And you look at who he's fought in the UFC. He's got losses to Dub Fluffy Hernandez, who's, top of the division. Dustin Stoltz was a victory. He's lost to Chris Curtis and a loss to Andre Petrosky, which was a close decision. But he's got a submission over Cody Brundage, sucks. Arm Petrosian, Trayshawn Gore, flat-footed bum. He has a submission win over Derek Brunson in a grappling match, but still, it's kind of interesting when you think about it in certain ways. But there's so much about me that wants to go, yeah, fuck Bo, giving it to Vieira. But what should happen is Bo Nickel should win this fight every way. He should be better on the ground and he should be better on the feet. But I don't know that. I have to see it.
Yeah,
But yes, I'm gonna go with fucking. I'm not sure if you heard what I called him, but I called him Bo Dickle, the little bitty pickle.
yeah, I heard that shit.
Especially, dude, I'm telling you. Remember what I did last time in New York to Bo? I started. If you guys were there, UFC 309, you might have heard. If you go back and watch tape, And I'm taking credit for this because I fucking started it. You know I did. You were next to me. The chant where he's fighting Paul Craig and everyone goes, overrated. I started that. You know I did. Because
Yeah,
I
you
went,
did.
overrated. And then I went, overrated. And the crowd joined me. So
I'm choosing Bo
Jake the
Nickel.
Guinea, crowd chanter.
I'm picking Bo Nickel as well. I
Both
do
Nichols were
think that loss to RDR humbled him a lot because he has
Dog,
backtracked a lot of what he
did
has
you
said.
watch his interview on fucking Jorge's new pod?
I don't watch Jorge, no.
Fucking was talking. Doesn't sound humble to me. He was talking about how he's like how him against the cage. I thought I can get takedowns whenever I wanted. I was forcing the momentum, and things just happen how they happen. What he said. Yeah, humble my ass. I
That
did
just
agree.
sounds
I
like
did agree
he's
with you.
talking about the
Before I
fight.
saw that, I'm thinking he's humble now. I saw him. I saw him with his kid. He looked fine, and then I heard that, and I go, "Fuck out of here."
I mean, I think that's just him talking about how he thinks he's gonna win the fight. I think he still got humbled by RDR. The odds have definitely fucking gone down finally for him. He's no longer
What
this
were they
minus
for?
1,000 favorite that he used to be.
Oh,
But
you mean his past fights? Yeah, he's minus 230. Vieira's plus 185.
I think his last fight to RDR, the loss is just gonna coming off that loss, he's just gonna want to be able to get a win, get back on a win
Yeah,
streak. So I think you're right.
that's why I think it's gonna be. Yeah,
He's gonna be a boring fight.
that's
It's
why he's
probably
either
gonna be
gonna
a
take
fight
him
we can,
down.
take a little break, still watch, but not as intently. But Bo Nick will
I
probably
would
out
really
wrestles
like
him for
this.
a decision
What
and
what I'm hoping
fuck
for
him.
is I'm hoping that the fighting nerds, you know, I hope they tell Vieira like, hey, he said something about your family, and Vieira's like, like just starts going and forces Bo because we saw what happened when Bo was in a dogfight. He folded like a lawn chair. Now it was a vicious shot to the body, grant you, but he folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, I think
So,
the difference between Vieira and RDR though.
that's true, but I mean, yes, I agree. Bo Nickel's gonna probably win. He'll win easily, but God, the satisfaction I'll feel if Bo is shit in the bed and the crowd goes
That would be fucking
Vieira,
amazing.
Vieira, and he wins, and then Vieira's gonna feel like he's Rocky in Rocky 3, and he's done it. See, like that.
That
Yeah,
would be pretty fucking dumb.
I'm Bo Nickel. The little bitty pickle's gonna win.
Yeah. Let's move on to the first fight on the
Main
main
card
card.
time, baby.
We've
Oof.
got Benil Dariush versus Benoit Saint Denis.
Mm.
I have gone back and forth on this fight. It's been a tricky fight to really pick, but I am picking Benoit Saint Denis to win this fight. Um, Benil's last fight against Hanato Moicano, which he did win, still was pretty sloppy. He did get hurt in the fight. Um, and he did end up winning, and he's a scrappy dude. But I think Benoit, in his youth, he is strong in these grappling exchanges, and he just puts a pace and pressure on you that most guys can't handle. And Benil has, fought in some of the best in the division, like Armin Sarukian and Charles Oliveira, but he did get knocked out in both of those fights. Um, so his best win is Tausch Gamrot, where he did have some success in the striking, where he did drop Gamrot, but other than that, I think Benoit goes into this fight, just does what Benoit does, puts a pace, and kind of. I don't think he finishes Benny Dariush.
Oh,
I
poor
don't think
baby.
Benoit has the power
Poor
to
baby.
finish to Benil. Maybe he submits him,
Uh,
but I think
poor
Benoit
Benny.
wins this fight. Why are
Man,
you
poor
why are you going like this?
No, I
He's
just feel bad for Vinny, bro. He every time he gets
okay.
a top 10 fight, he just shits the bed. And it's not he either gets steamrolled or like he or this could be a fight where maybe he does dominate Benil, but he can't get the finish. He drops him like 8 times and then can't get the finish, and then gets because we saw what happened with Gamrot. He beat Gamrot, suddenly dropped him, and then he besides his recent, were that his last 2 wins? His win to Gamrot, and then that was
Gamma and Hernando.
Gamrot, and then Moicano. In between that, in 2023, he got his ass kicked by both Charles and Armin, back-to-back first-round knockouts. So, it's unfortunate for Benny. It's gonna be a tough fucking fight. I do now. We think is we saw Moicano. We have to put this, guys. we saw Moicano beat Benoit Saint Denis. That's one thing we have to put in. We saw Moicano beat Benoit Saint Denis. I think that's a big factor. What's going on, Bean? Adam, are you misbehaving, Bean?
Jack Della Maddalena.
That's Bean, everybody. I think it's important that we look at the factor that the Moicano beat Benoit, and now if we look at the Benil fight with Moicano, I think if they had a rematch, I think Moicano would win a rematch if he was more motivated, maybe. But there's a lot of things that go into that stuff, and I don't know. I'm gonna, you know what, do it. I'm gonna say this. I think if Benil really, really fucking tries, I think he can pull off a comeback win like he had against Drakkar Close. He's gonna be hurt, but maybe he comes back. I don't know. But yeah, the Benil on, when you look at his what's happened in his career and stuff, he is sort of kind of due for that, but we'll see.
I can't say you're not wrong. I mean, Benny, he isn't a slouch even at his age.
No, he's not.
He's a solid dude, but I just think
now in terms of his skill, he's very, 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 very skilled.
and
He's got a great skill.
Benoit is still learning. He still has only
Sort of.
trained with an actual MMA coach for I think a little over a year now. So he's still learning basically some fundamental skills. So
yeah, because when he fought Dustin, he pretty much just went in there and just swung.
yeah, so
and he had no game plan. He just ran in there.
It'll be a real test for him for sure.
Yeah,
but I am picking Benoit. I think he gets it done.
It's gonna be close though, I think.
Let's move on. We got Leon Rocky Edwards versus Carlos the Nightmare Prates. I am picking Carlos Prates to come into this fight and knock out Leon Edwards. I want to say, I want to give Leon some. I do want to give him some credit because he has had some little moments where he's had looked good, but overall, he doesn't really commit. He just does enough to win the fight on points. Like if he has you hurt, he doesn't like to do it, but he does get caught. Like we have the moment with Nate where he almost got finished in the fifth round. He was losing the Kamaru Usman fight up until the head kick, and then he did win that rematch against Kamaru Usman. And then the Kobe fight.
Kobe didn't show up until round 4, and then he didn't show round 5.
And then he got beaten by Bilal, which honestly, I'm not surprised. And then Sean Brady embarrassed him in his hometown. So technically, Leon Edwards is the far superior technical fighter, and if he fights to his ability, he 100% can beat Carlos Prates. If he makes this fight boring, he can beat Carlos Prates, but I just think Carlos Prates is still hungry enough to want to come in here and finish him. And I think if they get into the clinch, the knees and the elbows from Carlos are going to be absolutely deadly for a guy like Leon. And we've seen Leon sort of quit on himself before, and he is saying that it's 3 rounds. I'm going to be more active, more pressure. But we haven't. Honestly, I've never really ever seen that from Leon, other than when he had that big layoff and then had the fight against Bilal, and then Bilal in the eye. So I'm picking Carlos Prates to come to this fight and probably in the second round find the shot. I think he lands at fucking. I think he goes to the body into this fight and lands some couple nasty knees, and probably that's gonna will Leon gas him a bit, and Carlos Prates finishes in second round.
So I'm gonna bring up 2 or 3 things real quick. Number one, I think if Leon is able to fight at his technical best, he's never been a vicious striker. He's been an effective striker, we can agree, but
Yeah.
he's never been a vicious striker. And you have to be a vicious striker to try to hurt Carlos Prates. The problem is he's the most vicious striker you're going to fight, maybe outside of like Michael Morales, who's fighting next fight. But he's a very vicious, especially, and whereas Michael Morales is vicious with his hands, Carlos is vicious with his knees, his kicks, his elbows, his hands, his spinning shit. He's vicious all around. And I think what Leon is going to have to do is Leon is going to have to land the head kick. He's going to have to land the head kick to put Carlos out. Because no offense to Leon, his hands are solid, and he could knock out a 5-year-old kid. He probably could knock out me or you. No offense to Leon. His hands are pillow hands. I'm sorry. If he has any knockouts by punches, I don't even know if he does.
His debut fight in the UFC.
Who was that to?
I can't remember what his name was, but it was like 7 seconds.
No, he lost to his. No, he lost his debut. It was his second fight.
Oh yeah, second fight.
Seth Pazinski.
Yeah,
whose
like 7
record.
seconds.
The Polish Pistola, whose career record was 22-18. Yeah, so journeyman. That was his one. That was his one UFC knockout. He had one to Peter Zabota in 2018, and then the head kick to Kamaru. That's it. That's it. Now, he's a very polished striker, very polished, technical. He's won a ton of good fights on the basis of his polished striking. But he is a point fighter, and he's a very great point fighter. But there is one, and number two. He is said, and the thing about Carlos is we saw against Ian Gary. Yeah, he was undermatched a little bit in that fight, but he still was competitive and almost had him out in the 5th round. He doesn't stop. We know that. And this sort of goes into my third point. I'll wait till Isaiah gets back, but has to do with something that somebody asked Leon at the press conference. I'll wait till he gets back, but it's a very interesting fight, guys. If Carlos wins, he's going to smoke a cigarette over fucking Leon's dead body. But it's going to be interesting. I'll say this: Leon is lucky. Jack Della, lucky that Shavkat pulled out and Jack Della got the title shot at 315 because he would have been fucking screwed. Jack Della was there. He's fucking lucky that he's lucky that never happened. All right, but now that you're back, dude, I want to bring up something that somebody asked Leon about him being a quitter, and I don't think 2 fights where you quit makes. But if you lose 3 fights in a row, and you have given up at points in all 3 fights, you are labeled a quitter your entire career, no matter what else you do. So if it's a 3rd round or 4th round and Leon kind of gives up and Carlos finishes him,
this is a 3-round fight.
Okay, so the end of the 3rd. Let's say the end of the 3rd, it's 1-1 and Carlos is pressuring him and Leon just starts running away and he quits. He's going to be labeled as a quitter his entire career. The rest of his life, he'll be a quitter. And I wouldn't be now. The UFC's not going to cut him because he's still one of the British stars. They need him for British cards. He's going to be on the. I don't care if he loses 7 straight fights. They're going to keep him on the roster. And is it possible? Is it possible for Leon to outpoint Carlos? It is, but I don't see any other way he wins this fight. Any other way. So yeah, I'm going with Carlos.
Yeah, I'm going Carlos too. So let's move on. The featured fight of the night. We got Sean Brady versus Michael Morales.
I'm gonna say this, dude. Up until this point, this card, if you just took the fights on this card, Leon and Carlos would be a super good fight night headliner in Rio or in the UK. It'd be a big fight, right? Big fight headliner.
Yeah.
And then you have these 3 fucking fights. That's a stat. This is.
We'll get to the other 2 fights, but
no, I'm just gonna say, no offense to the past couple events, even 295, but this is the first real New York
MSG
worthy. No, this is the first truly MSG worthy card we've had since 281.
I can't disagree, dude.
Because
It's been three
because
years.
as much as great as it was, the main card for 295 was good, but the rest of the card stunk. The rest of the card wasn't good. The main card was good, but and then you had 309, and so this is a really worthy MSG card. So I made my video about Michael Morales. He is a fucking monster. I know you picked Sean Brady, and I do agree. If Sean Brady, if he can force the pace, this fight's all about who makes the first move. If Sean Brady makes the first move and he comes out, Michael Morales is able to mix stuff in, and this is the biggest test for Michael Morales he's ever going to get. Really, maybe. I mean, this is going to test his grappling. It's going to test his mental fortitude. But the one thing he has what many boxers have. He has the get out of jail free card. He has a get out of jail free card, and he could be down two rounds in this fight, and he'd come back and knock Sean Brady out. And that's why I'm going with Michael Morales, because if you look at who Sean Brady's fought in, I don't want to be rude to the guy, but can you name one guy that he has fought in recent times that is a guy in his 20s in his prime?
Who the fuck has Michael Morales fought and who's 20 and in his prime?
That's true. That's true. No. That's
you telling me Sean Brady can't go in there and fucking?
No, dude. That's not. I don't. I'm just asking a question. Sean Brady has. All right, listen to me. I'm just gonna list you who Sean Brady's fought. Okay, he's fought Corbin Gee, old. Ismail Nardiev, shit. Christian Aguilera, shit. Jake Matthews, solid guy, right? Solid guy, Jake Matthews. Michael Chiesa, old solid guy. But remember, in that third round, Chiesa almost got him out of there. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, I remember that.
We were watching that and we were cheering for Chiesa.
Yeah, I remember
like,
that.
Fuck you. Because at the time, what was Sean Brady doing? Sit and choke. He was boring. And he's got and once Bilal embarrassed him, I think he realized, okay, I have to change it up. Because it was terrible. Because that Bilal fight, he just kept shooting and Bilal going, get off me, bitch. And bro, we were cheering for Bilal. Isn't that crazy? We're like, yeah, Bilal!
That was fucking weird. That was insane.
We were cheering for him, and then 5 minutes later, we're like, goddamn TJ. My shoulder's going. I gotta be honest. Like, I'm after Bilal. He beat Kelvin Gastelum. I love Kelvin, but he's so inconsistent. He beat Gilbert, who unfortunately on a slide, and he beat sort of a quitter in Leon in that fight. But, and I'm just going to say, if you look at their common opponent, right, it's Gilbert, right? Well, they have two common opponents. Jake Matthews, Sean Brady beat him more, I'd say more soundly. He sat on him for 3 rounds, but but with Michael Morales, it was 2-1, but Michael Morales won the fight. And it's so hard. I spoke about this in my video about Michael Morales. It's so hard to judge the Gilbert win because Sean dominated for 5 rounds, but Michael got him out of there in a minute. So it's so hard to judge it. Which was better, which is more dominant. So for me, this fight is almost at a tie, and I have to give the tie to the younger guy. But I see what you're saying. I do think it's possible that if Michael Morales, and also I said this in the video, he's 26. He could get beat, get better, and come back and be even better. He could. But if he is really special, if he truly is as special as everyone says, he's going to knock Sean Brady out.
I agree.
Which is what I'm hoping for. And this is no disrespect for Sean Brady. I've become more of a Sean Brady fan because he beat Leon and he's improved his game and he's improved his talk. And he is someone who I do like. But I'm going to say this. If Sean Brady decides to strike with Michael Morales and he loses that way, I'll give him more credit than ever. If he decides to stand on Michael Morales and try to strike, he's not going to. We all know he's going to shoot and go to the ground. But as long as he mixes it in, as long as this fight's competitive, I'll be happy. Because I really don't care who wins, but I would like Michael Morales because I do think if when Jack wins in the main event, bro, can you just imagine Michael Morales and Jack Della Maddalena? That fight would be a fucking war. Jack would probably finish him, but it'd be a war.
Well, I'm picking Sean Brady to win this fight
That's totally fair, dude.
because
I completely understand it.
I mean Morales does have he has that Ecuadorian wrestling background. We haven't seen him utilize it at all yet,
That's
but
one thing, dude.
he has it in
No,
the
that's one thing.
back
We just
pocket.
don't know.
We
Yeah,
don't know.
there's so many unknowns with Michael Morales. That is a good point. There's so many unknowns right now.
But from what I've seen in Sean Brady is that he puts a pace and pressure on a lot of guys that a lot of guys can't handle. And honestly, I consider Sean Brady as a dark horse, and I think he's a hard matchup for every single person in this division, regardless of um, who they are. And I've seen, Gilbert Burns and Neil Magny pressure Michael Morales and hold them against the cage. Yes, he did finish both of them. He finished Magny spinning off the cage, but the fact that he got pressured and held against the cage by Neil Magny and Gilbert Burns does not. I don't like that because I think if Sean Brady is able to do that, which I think 5, 10 seconds into this fight, he's going to immediately push into Michael Morales' guard and push him against the fence. And we're really going to see that if Michael Morales can
that's
hold
gonna be the
up.
biggest
So
test.
I think this fight is decided in the first 30 seconds. No,
It
not 30
will be,
seconds. First minute, because even
First
if
minute or
Morales
two,
gets taken down, I want to see if he can get back up, defend the takedown. So I think this fight is determined in the first minute, and but like you said, Morales
That's
does
a good
hold
point.
that one punch knockout power if he lands,
You got a jail free
and
card.
he needs what he likes to have and what he needs usually is that range to land these kind of shots. So if Sean Brady gives him any space, he's at danger. But I think Sean Brady's
And
style is don't
that's
give him
good.
space. So I think Sean Brady just smothers him.
Well, we have seen when Sean's in his past fights when he's tired in the third, whether he's up 2-0 or not, Sean gives up range in the third because he's tired and he's
Yeah.
grappled 2 rounds. Now I know his cardio has gotten a lot better. I do expect his cardio to be a little superior to Michael Morales, but this is the thing: we are going to find out truly how good. This is a fight where we know how good Sean Brady is. We know he's a great grappler. We know his striking has gotten a little better. We know he's overall a very solid, really, really solid guy. He could, I'm saying this, because let's be honest, this is truly a number one contenders fight. Because let's be honest, no one wants to see fucking Cut Gary for a title fight. No one wants to see Bilal. But honestly, everyone kind of wants Bilal to win because fuck Cut Gary. I mean, and here's the thing: unless Carlos knocks out Leon in like the first 30 seconds, and then Sean Brady sits on Morales for 3 rounds, maybe they give it to Carlos. But whoever wins this fight really is going to be fighting the winner of the main event, most likely, especially if it's Michael Morales by knockout. Because at that point, he'll be 19-0, 7-0 in the UFC with 5 knockouts. At that point, you can't deny him any longer. And if Sean Brady gets a dominant submission win, which I think is possible, there you go.
It's gonna be an interesting fight. I'm still torn. It's still like a 50-50 fight to me.
Yeah, but I think it's also possible this could be a fight where him and Sean are so even that maybe Morales or Sean win a split decision and it's controversial. Where we're sitting there going, I don't know who won that,
Maybe Michael Morales, shocks us and is better than we thought and survives the wrestling and actually holds his own. We don't know.
But that's the thing is so many guys do, and this is something we know in MMA. So many guys, when they get forced to grapple, when they get back to their feet, they don't go forward. They're hesitant. And what we see in Michael Morales is when he's gotten pressured in grappling, he's responded with fire. And that's a great sign. That's a great sign. So I don't have a worry about Mike Morales doing that, and that's why I'm going to lean to him. You understand what I'm saying? Is that if he gets up from the, because Sean will get him down. If he gets up from the grappling of Sean Brady, if he gets up and he fights fire with fire, he's got a good chance to win. That's why I'm picking him. Yeah. But Sean definitely can win though.
Yeah, so another fight we're split between, but a fight that arguably gonna
It's
be
gonna be great though.
it's gonna be a great fight.
It's gonna be a great
But
fight.
honestly, let's move on to an even better fight.
Woo!
And I'll let you take this one, Jake.
We got Valentina Shevchenko, probably the greatest UFC flyweight in history. Um, and me and you disagree. You think she's the pound for pound number one. I think it's Weili. And I said this in my Weili video. I appreciate everyone for the views. I did not expect to get that many views on that video. That was a shocker. I was,
400 plus
I
views,
was,
dude.
I was thinking like 50 is pretty good. I'll take 50. Fucking 450.
Dude, that was fucking. Dude, that was insane. I kept looking at each time like, holy shit,
And to be honest, all I did was just yell at the screen. I was like, Whaley's the fucking best. That's all I did was I yelled, like, she's the best. Carlos sucks. Fuck Tony Suarez. That's all I just said, pretty much.
Daddy time, daddy time.
It's Toddy time. And we looked at each other and we're like, bro, remember when the car driving back, we're like, fucking Pareto. Shout out our boy MMA Hot Mike, my man. But we got Valentina Shevchenko making another defense against the strawweight queen Zhang Weili coming up to make history. And I said this in my video about her, and I'll say this again: if she is able to win this fight by finish, and there's a caveat because we all know that Amanda and Kayla are going to fight, right?
Yeah.
If Kayla Harrison blows for Amanda Nunes and Zhang Weili wins this fight by finish, I think there's an argument that Zhang Weili is the greatest female to ever compete in mixed martial arts. There's an argument. I'm not saying it's confirmed, but you can make the argument at that point, and you have to give it validity. The only problem is I can't say the same for Valentina because she has the 2 losses to Amanda. One of them was a robbery, I know, but but on paper it says 2 losses. And unfortunately, even though she got the belt back against Grasso, she just sat on her, which is more of an indictment to Grasso than anything. The second fight, I thought she won that fight easily, but that was a robbery draw. And then the Manoff Fior fight was one of her more competitive, exciting fights in recent memory. So, okay, maybe she's starting to get back, but I agree with you. I think that Valentina is starting to struggle a little bit. She's looking a little slower. You know, she's not as fast and poppy. Whereas Zhang Weili, I mean, I think in terms of who's getting better, I think Valentina's plateaued. She's still great, but I think Weili has a little bit more to go and a little bit more in the tank. And I think if this fight is based on of the fundamental factors, not skill, but like physical factors, strength, speed, endurance, all these things, I think I have to give the edge. In terms of overall technique and experience, you do have to give it to Valentina, correct? You have to give it to her. But on all the other stuff, heart, the will and because the one thing we know about Weili is that she ain't gonna stop. She never stops. She never stops. Whether it's striking, grappling, because she changed after her fight to Rose, where she lost, which was at the Garden, 268. She realized, okay, I have to get the fuck off bottom and stop sitting here. And she has come out and she's dominated everybody pretty much. I mean, she should have finished Zhao Yanan, Jason Herzog. You let that go on. Amanda Lemnos, she dominated her. It was multiple 10-8 rounds in there, as you mentioned. I made a previous video about this fight. And then the Tatiana Suarez fight, lost the first round, won the next 4. And then she submitted freaking Carlos Esparza, one-arm fucking crucifix from fucking hell. And in terms of this fight, dude, I think that Valentina's going to win the first 2 rounds. Because Weili does start some... Weili can win if she starts slow or if she starts fast. But she does do better starting fast. I think Valentina's key is she has to establish it early. She has to establish her kicks, but if she lets Weili get the first round under her, it's possible that now here's how I think this fight's going to go. It's either going to be a Zhang Weili destruction, where she's going to finish Valentina, or Weili's going to win the first 3 rounds, Valentina's going to win the next 2, and it's going to be a controversial decision for Weili. where some fans go, well, Valentina might have won the second or the third, and so I hope it's not that. I hope it's more convincingly. And honestly, though, I just want a fucking great fight. And I mentioned this, and you mentioned it in your video. This is the biggest women's fight we've had in a long time, and maybe because we'll see, especially because one thing I do want is, dude, you know what I would like is a repeat of Whaley and Joanna, where they just fucking batter each other for 5 rounds. And at that point, I don't care who fucking wins. The problem is, we know we know Whaley is down. Valentina's not really down for that. She's not really down to do that. So we'll see. I'm gonna go with Whaley by decision. And the new and maybe the greatest fighter in women's history.
I am also choosing John Whaley to win this fight. Um, all respect to Shevchenko.
For a second there, I thought you were going to switch. I'm like, this fucking guy better not switch on me.
But first of all, fuck you to every single person in that crowd at the press conference for booing Valentina Shevchenko. How fucking dare you boo this fucking legend?
Yeah.
I hate these fucking New Yorkers.
I
understand how you feel about Jersey, dog. I understand how you feel about Jersey.
All of those fans, they didn't watch 315, and they probably are mad at the Sphere card because they paid fucking $80 at home like we did to watch it, and she sat on Grasso for 5 rounds. I think that's why fans are booing her. Because honestly, dude, fans, and guess what? Personally, yeah, she made it up to me with the man on fight, but she sat on Grasso for 5 rounds. Come on, dude. We all know she could have beat her in the striking. We all know she could have. Grasso didn't show up that night.
Grasso fucking in the first fight showed that she was faster in the striking. That's why Valentina went to the wrestling.
I know, but in the second fight though, Valentina had success in the last 2 rounds in the striking. Some success, and then she went.
Regardless of that, I'm picking.
I know. Fuck the crowd. I know, dude. It's New York. What have I told you? Come on.
I understand how you felt about Jersey. Okay, I just understand. I'm picking. You fucking hated the Jersey. When we went to Jersey, you said we're never coming back here. Fuck these people.
Oh no! I said that before Marab dominated. Afterwards, I said, dude. I will never forget. We're in the concourse, and remember, I was singing with all those Georgian. Remember the Georgian guy who was on? Remember that Georgian guy who, like, hey, he pulled me. We started dancing. Oh, hold on, someone's calling me.
Is it Pop?
Hold on, it's Steve. I'm Steve. I'm gonna continue.
I'm picking Whaley to win this fight. I do love Shevchenko, but even though she did beat Manon, it was a razor sharp fight. They could have easily gave it to Manon, and Valentina has. I won't say she's on the back end of her career, but she has slowed down a little bit, and I started to notice that in the Talia Santos fight, where she did look a bit stiff in the striking. I don't know if she was just a bit more hesitant because of Talia Santos's ground game, because Talia did get her down and did control her for a little bit of the fight. Valentina did end up winning because Talia did not, do anything with the control time on the ground. She just kind of held it there. So I understand why Valentina won, but she's kind of slowed down in rage. And I think someone as fast as Whaley is going to confuse and frustrate Valentina at this point, because even though Valentina ended up beating Grasso in the third fight and arguably should have beat her in the second fight, Grasso was a former strawweight moving up. She had been at flyweight for a bit, but she was a former strawweight, and her boxing speed did frustrate Valentina. And I think this is going to be similar with John Lee. Her striking speed is going to frustrate Valentina, and I know Valentina is the more technical striker, but so was Joanna Jędrzejczyk, and John Lee ended up beating her twice. That first fight was really close, but the record says that John Lee has beaten her twice, so I am picking John Lee. I do think this is going to be a close fight. I think I'm not going to predict a decision if it's going to be like a 48-47 or 49-46. I think if anything it is a 48-47 because of how well-rounded both women are. But I think Whaley has the momentum, and I do think she is on course to become the greatest woman in UFC history. And honestly,
I, you know,
fuck it, make you go up to 135, fight the winner of Amanda and Kayla, and become the greatest of all fighters.
here's what I think. I think if Amanda wins, Whaley's gonna be thinking, "Can I just try it? Like, could I just try
Yeah,
it?" Because here's the thing: what if that happens and like she goes the distance against Amanda and it's a draw, and everyone's like, "Okay, let's be honest, Whaley's the best fighter of all time."
yeah,
But here's the whole thing: she's not gonna fight Kayla because Kayla's the size of a dinosaur. So
yeah. It's
no
fucking nuts.
offense. But here's what I think: if John Lee wins this fight, the you know what she's gonna want next? She's gonna want the revenge against Rose, and I think she beats the shit out of Rose now. I think she's gotten so much better, and Rose is it's always inconsistent.
I mean,
So
Valentina can definitely come to this fight and could definitely just lay on her and smother her
yeah,
as
she
the
could.
bigger fighter.
And here's the whole thing:
I don't think
Valentina doesn't. I don't. Here's the one thing I don't like about Valentina. I never liked about her is that when she talks, she's all smiles. But when she's in the cage, she doesn't care about fans. She cares about winning, which is fine. But with Wei Lee, what's Wei Lee's first response? New York, how you
yeah,
doing?
I love
She's the
Whaley.
fucking
I
best
love
because
Whaley.
hey, Ozzy, dude, she is. This is why she's the fan favorite of women because honestly, not to be all like gender stuff, but dude, you know, she's one of the bros. She's like, hey, she's awesome. She's so cool. And dude, and you know what I love? I love seeing our boy Lee
I
with
saw
his
him
three
like
inch with his
Leech,
3 inch lapels and
Leech.
his phone. His dude, bro, you see his fucking overcoat? He was looking dope. It
He
was
finally
looking
got to show
nice.
off a suit.
Dude, that's probably the same fucking suit he bought. And he's like, I'm never taking it off again.
Never again. But
That's it. Signed it. Is he dumb? I think they cut him, right?
I don't know.
Bring him
But
back.
like I said,
Hey, I'll say,
Valentina,
if Leon loses, give him Leon in London.
Valentina can definitely smother her. But
Here's
I think
I'll say one
John
more thing
Whaley
about
is
this fight.
just so strong. Because remember, she did fucking easily pick up like 300-pound Francis Ngannou with ease.
And she also picked up Shaquille O'Neal, by the way,
Yeah, so she is
who's bigger than
insanely
Francis.
strong. And I'm not saying Valentina isn't strong as well, but I think there's something about John Whaley that I think she's a generational type fighter, possibly. If she wins this fight, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Here's one thing. I think we can agree Valentina's not going to finish Whaley. She's
No,
not.
but I don't think Whaley finishes Valentina.
Probably not, but I think if there is a finish, it has to come from Whaley.
Yeah,
Has. There's
100%,
no way
100%.
Valentina's she is unfortunately done finishing fighters. She's done.
Yeah,
Wasn't her last finish Jessica Andrade? 261. I think that was
Valentina.
the last I think that was the last finish, right?
No, she finished Lauren Murphy at
Oh,
266.
but she was fucking 45 years old.
Yeah, because
All right.
after that she fought Talia Santos, and then
Hold
that's
on,
when
hold
I
on.
thought she started to look a bit stiff and
Yeah,
started to
no,
slow down.
yeah, no, she beat Jessica Andrade by that crucifix, and then Laura Murphy by fourth round in the fourth round, and then the split decision win to Santos, lost to Grasso, draw to Grasso, win against Grasso, win against Furo.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's and there's one thing that you mentioned in your video. Valentina has not had a non-title fight since she beat Priscilla Cachoeira in 2018.
yeah.
That's a long time. But Wei Lee, even though it wasn't a title fight, her
You,
second fight with Joanna was title level.
you know what's
So even
shocking?
though it doesn't really count, they both have had all title fights for 8 fucking years.
You know what's shocking?
What?
Fucking Valentina is only a year older, but she has been here so much longer.
Because Whaley made her debut, 2017, right?
2017, 2018, one of those years.
Uh,
Because she won the
bro,
belt in
Valentina's debut was
2019.
only Don Valentina's debut was December 19th, 2015.
Yeah, she's been in here for a decade.
Yeah, but Whaley's only been there 2 years later, so it's not that much of a gap. What do you think about it?
Time doesn't make sense anymore.
I know. Yeah.
We're both picking Whaley, but
yeah.
it's gonna be a close fight, 100%.
Oh wow, Valentina has a loss in 2010 to Liz Carmouche. Jesus Christ. So wow. Holy shit, bro. She's been fighting, dude, her first fight ever was in 2003 on February 1st in Muay Thai. That was 23 years ago. How old would she be? 23 years ago.
How old is she now?
37. She'd be 14 years old?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Crazy.
Well, she did, let's be honest, she did get groomed by her coach. Her and her sister did get groomed from an early age by her coach, probably.
You mean Pavel? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to throw shit on Pavel, but there's a reason why both of them don't have husbands.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But we got Whaley.
How old was she, Pat? How old was she, Pat? Oh, dude, I felt like an idiot when I finished my Czech Congo video. Like, I didn't fucking say it. I was like, damn it.
All right, but let's move on
to the main event, brother. Dude,
I'll let you go first on this.
Me? One, okay? No, dude, this is all you, brother.
No, you have to go first, so I can.
Why?
So I gotta let it out all at the end. All
right. Okay. So we got the former UFC lightweight GOAT. So the UFC lightweight GOAT, Islam Makhachev, 27-1, coming off a dominant run. He is one win away from tying Anderson Silva's fight streak record and getting his second division title. But in his way stands the Aussie man, the cracker, the slammer, Jack Della Maddalena. 18-2, coming off a dominant, let's be honest, a dominant win. It was close, but come on, it was a great performance win over Bilal. I forget his name, Muhammad. Bilal, something, whatever. Dude, I love Kamaru was like, who? He said
Kamaru gets one win, and he's like, who?
Dude, but honestly though, I still love Kamaru. I still love him though.
Yeah,
because he's such a confident dick. Because he's so sure of himself.
He wants the winner of this fight.
And here's the thing: he forgets that he doesn't have knees. He doesn't have fucking knees, dude. and people keep asking him, yeah, fine. They're not fucking fine. You can't even walk after a fucking fight. But like for instance, like dude, this fucking fight. This is the biggest welterweight fight we've had probably since I think maybe Colby and Kamaru too. And it's if you're putting it above that, you have to put it above the first fight. And if you're putting it above that first fight, you have to go all the way back to when, Jesus Christ, this might be the biggest welterweight fight we've had maybe since the days of GSP. I mean, this is massive. This is huge. I mean, dude, I'm going to say this. I think this is the biggest welterweight fight since GSP, or dumb GSP, and I'm sorry to bring him up because I'm also going on around him, but GSP and BJ Penn too. Because if you remember, that was the last time that someone came up to welterweight, become a double champ. It was the first time ever. BJ tried that in 2008. He tried. Now he failed.
No one talks about it because he failed.
No, now people will say that at the time prior he was the interim lightweight, but he was made lightweight champion before the fight. He was a champion trying to become a double champion. He lost, and it wasn't close. I know, but he tried, Everyone forgets that. But dude, this fight, I mean, I honestly, I'm I'm just excited to see it. I'm just excited. And I'm gonna say one thing. I'll let you see the floor because of course, I want Jack to win. I'm a big Jack. Obviously, not as big as you. I'm a big Jack fan. I do like Islam. Uh, I do love John Pork. John Pork. John God. John Pork.
John Paul.
Hey, guys. Hey, guys,
Hey,
Chanko.
don't call him
Guys, we
John
call
Paul.
Chanko. No, okay, no more John Pork, just Chanko. Okay, guys. Islam's he's hilarious, dude. He's so fucking funny. Hey, man, go to Tigers then do the years, okay? He's so funny, man. Um, and dude, I think this fight is gonna be, because today I'm thinking, yeah, maybe Islam could submit him at some point, but then they faced off, and Jack pretty much was like, "I'm not backing down, motherfucker." And you know who I'm putting all my faith in? It's not Islam. It's not Jack. Samba doesn't exist, mate. Craig fucking Jones is helping Jack Della get it done. He's throwing his pants off and he's going, Sambo doesn't exist, part 4, baby. And this time it's coming true. Jack Della Maddalena is going to win this fight by unanimous decision over 5 rounds. Because I don't think he finishes Islam. Islam's fucking tough, dude. But I think if you watch, go watch the former middleweight champion Israel Adesanya legend. He talks about it, and yes, he said in the video, obviously, guys, I'm Anzac United, so I could be glazing. Did you watch that? He was like, I could be glazing. So, but he makes a good point. If you watch the fight Islam had against Dustin's a 35-year-old. He's a great striker, but he has fallen short to better strikers. And Dustin was fucking going. And also, Dustin made some mistakes that Jack's not going to make. Jack gets up in your face. He pressures you. He comes forward. He doesn't stop. If he fights, as Izzy said, he fights the same way he did against Bilal, but 30, 40, 50% better than he did, and he fights more, I think that he could, at the worst, lose a split decision to Islam. Because I don't see him getting finished by Islam. I think he's too tough. And so guess what? I'm predicting a fucking bloodbath and a war. A bloodbath and a war. And I think at the end, whoever wins, we're going to be standing, or I'll be standing up because, you're going to be, let's be honest, you're going to be a nervous Nelly, a nervous fucking wreck. Let's be honest. Like, if someone tries to talk to you, you're going to smack them in the face and smash their balls into pieces. But after this fight, I'm going to stand up and go, what a war. What a war. And Marvin Hagler and Tommy Hearns will be proud. All right, cocksucker, come on. You got to speak at some point, dude. Come on.
All right.
Paul, before you say anything, everyone knows you're gonna come on. Guys, let's begin the Jack Della glazing session. Come on.
Before I start, I'm like,
I've been waiting for this for fucking 3 weeks to get me go off my Jack. Really.
I will give Islam all the credit in the world. He is potentially an argument as for one of the, probably greatest fighters of this era. Especially if he wins this fight, he does have an argument for that. And he,
If
you know,
he does
he has.
win, dude. If he does win, I think we have to. I have my tiering system that I'm gonna talk about in future videos. I think there's no doubt he passes Khabib and he enters into tier 1.
I think he's already passed Khabib in my opinion.
Well, he's past Khabib, but I don't think he's in the tier 1 of Dumb John, DJ, GSP. Maybe here's the thing. And also before you can, I do want to mention something real quick. There, and you mentioned this in I think your welterweight video or a couple of videos that maybe the ghost of Anderson is like, I gotta have one more thing. I can't lose my streak. I can't lose it. Kamaru was 1 round away, and all
Not
it took was
even that.
Leon's what?
1 minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, 1 minute away. Yeah, he was almost there. And dude, bro, what if Islam's up like 3-1 and Jack just knocks him out in that last minute? Oh my god.
Well, let's be like Islam is
Go
great,
ahead,
dude.
go ahead.
He honestly, I would rank him as probably either the highest fight IQ fighter active right now or one
You
of
talking
the
about Islam?
highest. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think he's one of the
Fight I
highest fight IQ.
Fight IQ?
Yeah.
Uh,
But you remember that friggin' you know how close and how technical the first Volk fight was.
well, to be honest, if you're saying fight instinct, I agree. I think fight IQ is a little different than what you're thinking. I think fight IQ is
Nah,
the thinking on
you
your
can't.
feet.
He does that. You got to remember that leg sweep he
No,
did
no,
in the fifth round against Dustin when he was tired.
no.
No other
And
person does
dude,
that.
no, I, I'm not saying that his fight IQ is not great, but
I mean,
I'm just
who?
saying you cannot put it on the level of Demetrius Johnson. He's the
I
best of
said
all time
active.
fight IQ. What?
I said active.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad, my bad.
Yeah, and no active fighters.
I thought you said all the time. I'm like, bro, DJ had a flying fucking armbar. Come on, get out of here.
No, active. And
But that's a good point. Yeah, it's close. I'd put him and I want to put Marab, but Marab just uses his fucking his nuts.
yeah,
Man. He uses his fucking nuts.
but let me. There's been a
Right.
tradition in his last couple of fights with Islam. His fight with Volk the first time. No, let's get back. His fight with Charles, he made it look easy. His first fight with Volk,
He
it was
lost.
close,
He
and it
lost.
was a war.
He lost.
His second fight with Volk,
He lost.
he
He won
knocked
that
out
fight.
Volk,
But yeah, he won.
made it look easy.
Yeah.
His fight with Dustin, it was a war.
Oh no.
His fight with Hanato, it was close and easy. So
Oh.
this fight's
Yeah,
going to be a war. And let me tell
oh,
you this: all week,
that's the pattern. Easy fight, war.
it's
Easy
going to be a
fight,
war.
war.
And
Easy fight,
all week,
war. Oh yeah, that's a
the
good point.
past 2 weeks, I've been listening to
Mr. Prophecy
marvelous
strikes again.
Marvin.
Oh my
I've been
god.
listening to marvelous Marvin Hagler running across that fucking snowy dune beach singing "War, War." We're in store for a fucking war at UFC 322 in the main event. The welterweight champion of the fucking world is going to come
Here he
into
goes,
this
guys.
fight
Here he goes.
as the underdog. And all these motherfuckers booing this man, it only fuels him. It fuels the fire that burns inside him. And you just look at that
It's
face
Anzac
off.
United, lads. Anzac United.
He's in that face off. You see him. He's not
He
backing down.
was
He
like,
said he walked right up.
come on.
He's ready. He's not scared.
He
You
wants to
look at him
fight.
in this fight. No matter what happens, he has some of the most calmest composure you have ever seen. He doesn't
Yeah.
get too overexcited, too
And that's one thing I want
worried.
to bring up.
I'll let you bring it up after I get over this
Sorry,
later
sorry, yeah.
question.
My bad, my bad.
But he's always calm, doesn't panic, especially like he was down 2 rounds, possibly a third to Gilbert Burns with a broken arm,
Yeah.
and used the momentum on the ground from Gilbert Burns to get back up to the feet. Knew Gilbert was going to immediately shoot and rip that knee, and all was said and done. He landed the ground and pound shots and finished the fight
With a broken arm.
with a broken arm.
Yeah.
And
I was like, all right,
still,
fucking man.
months later, this man is not getting enough credit for what he had done against Bilal. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Bilal
Well,
sacrificed
bro,
his
he
belt
was
to
supposed
not
to
be a
fight
boring
Leon and
fighter."
fucking.
Bilal had a bad game plan. He went against his game plan. Are you fucking stupid? Bilal shot 4 less takedowns against Jack than he did against Leon. He didn't get 6 of them. He only landed 3, and each time Jack got taken down, what did he do? He got back
Yeah.
up to his feet. He used his scrambling. He's some of the best scrambling in the UFC right
Yeah.
now. There's no one I think that matches him. And
Nobody.
honestly, I think this fight looks similar to how the Bilal fight was supposed to look, where Islam is going to use his wrestling early. And
Yeah,
I think in these first 2 rounds, Islam is more alive than ever. And I think Islam is
as soon
going to get the
yeah,
takedowns. Islam's going to take Jack down in these first 2 rounds, and he's going to get taken down. And I'm going to sit there. I'm like, okay, that's okay, because
yeah,
Jack's going to get back up to
yeah.
his
Jack has to
feet.
survive until the mid
He's
rounds
gonna get
anyway.
back up to his feet. And once this fight gets into the third, and once this fight gets into the fourth, you're gonna see all the a little bit of extra weight that Islam had to put on. It might get to him because Islam's never been known as a cardio machine. He's been known to get a bit tired in those later rounds. And 15 pounds up with 15 extra pounds, that's gonna play a factor. And he is strong, and he will
That's
not
a good
quit on
point.
himself. We know this about Islam. He doesn't quit on himself. He is a dog. But Jack Della Maddalena is a bigger fucking dog. And this fight is gonna be similar to the Dustin fight. But unlike Dustin Poirier, Jack Della Maddalena is young, just now entering his prime. He has a good hip, and he can defend the takedowns, and he can get back to his feet, and he can land the shots on Islam that are gonna fucking hurt Islam. And honestly, it's not. This fight is not going to a decision. I 100% disagree with you. I think in this third or fourth round, Jack is gonna fucking put on the
I
pressure,
want him
put
to.
on the pace, put on the damage. And Islam's gonna be against the fence, trying to shoot the takedowns, but Jack's gonna be defending, ripping knees, ripping uppercuts, fucking landing the shots on Islam, putting
I
him
want to
out,
hear
putting him
Khabib go.
down, and I'm gonna be sitting there going, yeah! And Jack Della is gonna fucking get this shit done in that third or fourth round. I guarantee you that, man. I guarantee you.
And the Jumbotron's gonna show Khabib go.
Exactly. And Islam is great. I will admit that. And
As long as
Islam,
Khabib never says 3 words, da da da. If he never says that, it's over. Jack's gonna win. Once he says da da, it means Islam's gonna submit a guy. Islam's gonna win. So if we hear da da da, we're fucked. But so the first thing I was gonna bring up, and also, dude, that was great. That was awesome. That was like watching a movie. It was like watching a hype man for a rapper. That was great, dude. That was awesome. You got me hyped up for what? I was
Jack, I
gonna
know you're
mention.
fucking watching. Meet
I
me after
forgot
the fights.
what.
I said, Jack, I know you're watching. Meet me after the fights.
He knocks you out. Like, yeah, knock me out again, Jack. Knock me out again. He'll be the first. You'll be the first fan. Like, Jack, knock me out. I want to feel what it was like. He goes, okay.
No.
He gets like, I'm doing it again. And you're like, what's wrong with this guy, mate? And I'm like, yeah, he's fucked up, dude. Sorry, bro.
Bro, and also, I love the fact that Jax just fucking doesn't like to talk, likes to be so low key. Like, yeah, just short responses. It was like, oh, I love that shit. He wants to stay like,
I don't think that's actually Ian's son, but yeah.
yeah. And I don't like M&M's.
Yeah. And dude, I gotta be honest. He is, but he is quiet. But you see him with his son Franco. He is, hey Franco, hey, come on. He loves his kid.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's cool, dude. Okay, I sort of want Jack and Ian to fight, so Franco can beat the shit out of Ian's kid. Bro, wouldn't that be funny if I wanted to bet it, and then Ian's kid's like, nothing, and then Franco, Jack's kid washed up and just fucking almost in the fucking face. So I forgot the first thing I was gonna say, but I will mention one thing that you did mention. I think Islam, with all the dude, when you put on a lot of weight, you're gonna be strong, but you're not gonna have the same conditioning. It's just not possible. Now, in terms of who has more cardio, I'm gonna go with Jack because he's younger and he's more fresh, and he has he does cut some weight, but Islam's not. And here's the thing: this could be a thing of Islam. He might be enjoying this so much that maybe he's not as determined. I mean, he probably is, and it's a hard weight class. But dude, you saw him with the black eye. I mean, who knows, dude? I don't know who's gonna win this fight, but
It's
my
close,
but
dude.
my heart tells me Jack Della Maddalena is gonna come in there, and he's gonna, and all those fans afterwards are gonna be, when he gets the belt, they're gonna be saying,
Yeah, and I
and they're
want to
gonna
be
be
like
cheering.
you when Marab won, and you have to calm me down, like, yeah, now what? Yeah, come fight me. Like, dude, come on, chill out, man. Take it
See,
easy.
the difference is with that. I listen to you. You go, no, you'll go, shut the fuck up. He fucking won. See, the thing is, I won't be. You were able to go, JJ. I'm like, okay. I calm down for a little bit. I won't be able, dude. Yeah, you're mistaken. I won't be able to control you. You'd be a fucking leopard.
I'm gonna be running around. I don't know what I'm gonna do, dude.
Just fucking knocking out.
I knock out security guard. Just.
Oh, you find yourself down there, and Brad Pitt's like, Isaiah, come down. Brad Pitt, knocking. Oh shit, oh die.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brad.
And Brad goes, oh, it's all good, man. You're good. He gets up.
No, Jack knocks him out. You look over at me. I'm gone. You just look down. I'm like, yeah. Run into the fucking cage and then jump the cage and just hug.
I gotta be honest. If Jack is losing the fight and pulls out a comeback win, I picture two. And so ESPN. So here we are, guys. We have ESPN #1 knockout. Jack Della Maddalena finishes Islam in the 5th round, and here hugging him in the cage is his coach Ben Vickers, and then some other guy wearing a Jack Della Maddalena. It could be his brother. We don't know this guy, but he just jumped in the cage and they didn't throw him out. It's gonna be you.
It will be me.
And then you're gonna kill Ali and Aiden Ross. So.
Dude, I fucking hope it's a comeback knockout. I hope Jack's losing and he fucking comes back and knocks him out, similar to how Leon knocked out Usman. That would be the greatest fucking thing ever.
No, because that was a fluke. That was a fluke knockout. Jack's gonna.
Nah, it doesn't matter because it won't be a fluke with Jack because Leon's a quitter. Leon's a quitter. Jack's not a quitter.
I get what you're saying. Here's what I think. I do think Islam's going to win the first 2 rounds. I think he'll get takedowns these first 2 rounds. And then I think Jack's going to be like, all right, fight starts now, cunt. Come on, you cunt, let's start now. And Ben Vickers in round 4 or 5 is going to go, Jack, just like below, you're not fucking tired, are you? Nah, mate, I'm not. Stay focused, be safe, keep pinging that doggy cunt. And Jack's going to ping him good. Here's the thing, dude. We do have to mention this. If Islam does submit him or does beat him,
Islam's the greatest, dude.
No, here's the thing. But what does it do to Jack? It doesn't tarnish his legacy.
He lost to one of the GOATs, dude. That's why I'm okay if Jack loses, because Islam is that good.
Well, then you're gonna be okay after a week. You're gonna be fucking pissed. You were saying like, bro, I might be okay 5 minutes. I'm like, in the car, I'm like, 5 minutes? Come on. I was like, there's no fucking way 5 minutes. Like, maybe when we're in the car, we're out of the city, you'll be like, but you're gonna come on. But here's the thing: if it's a decision and Islam wins somehow on the cards 3-2, what happens to Jack? His stock goes up. Okay, he just won 5 rounds with one of the best of all time, and he was competitive. And he's still young, he's still learning, and he's going to get even better. So, really, the only thing Jack has to avoid is an early sub, and he's set for his career, pretty much. So, but we both got Jack Della Maddalena. I'm going to stick with decision because Islam's fucking tough, dude. He's hard to put away.
He's been put away.
He's hard as shit. But here's the thing.
He's been knocked out once.
What?
He's been knocked out once.
That is true.
Volk hurt him. Volk knocked him down. Volk wobbled him. What do you think a bigger man with better boxing is going to do?
I'm not saying he's invincible.
He's going to knock him out.
Oh, my God. I'm glad this is on tape because holy shit, if he does win,
look at this guy. I'm sorry, but look at this guy in the comments saying Islam is the best in boxing. No, the fuck he is not. Who said that? Some dude in the comments. Jackson, he's better than him in boxing, bro. Come on.
Hold on, wait, this guy actually say this?
Yeah.
How many?
Islam is best in wrestling and grappling. Jack is best in boxing.
Yeah, but dude, I'm not being rude to you guy who said this, but I'm assuming you're biased because you have a Russian name. I'm not being rude to you, but you're clearly a fan, and that's okay if you're a fan of the Augustanis. But you clearly haven't watched a lot of American boxing. Just saying. Sorry, buddy. The Codano says a new UFC welterweight champion. Hey, he could be. He could be. I know you saw those. You go, motherfuckers. You're like Joey. Fucking find them. You got it, guys.
Enough.
Oh, dude, bro, wouldn't it be fucking great if if Jack's in the press conference and Joey walks in, he goes, Hey, Jack, you got me fucking 20. What the fuck, Jack? Get back out there. I'm like,
Get back
you're
at
fighting
that.
Morales in 4 rounds. Yeah, man. This fight is going to be awesome. And here's the thing. I will say this. I disagree with the guy that Islam's the best in boxing, but his striking's fucking good. His striking is really, really good.
It is good.
He is gonna. Here's the thing. But here's the thing. Even though his striking's good, here's the thing. Jack is tough enough and good enough to survive his striking. Because the striking I saw against Dustin was good striking, but Dustin got submitted. He didn't get knocked out. Dustin got submitted.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that Dustin. No offense to Islam. Outside of the Volk knockout, who is he knocked out?
A
That's
couple
all I'm
guys
saying.
early on in his career, but
Yeah, but that was by ground and pound, probably.
yeah. Well, no, there was one
Well,
flush knockout. I can't remember who it was. It might have been
it was
Glenn.
early on
I
his career.
think it was Glenson Tibau, maybe.
Gleison Tebow?
Gleison Tibau, yeah.
Well, that was after Khabib went 3 hard rounds with him years before.
Yeah, and Khabib lost that fight.
He did. Yeah, by the way, that was, and I love Khabib, but that was the robbery.
Yeah, it was Gleison Tibau.
Yeah. Now, I will say to that, Gleison Tebow was definitely juiced to the gills when he fought Khabib, 1,000%. So maybe not. So that is a factor, but
yeah, he was.
People will say Islam's tough, but Jack is fucking tough. Jack's got a chin of steel too.
I'm just saying, people are doubting Jack. People are not giving Jack
as
enough
much
credit.
as we shit on the guy, as much as he the Jew said, Basil Hafez had fucking missiles in his fucking hands, and he was rocking Jack, and Jack stood in there and he came back.
Jack
against a guy who would have pissed more harder than the surface of Venus.
Basil Hafez was not tested. Any other man would be put down.
Oh, dude,
that
he was
fight,
fucking juiced to the gills.
Dude, people. We watched that fight. And what does Basil Hafez do when it's on the ground? Nothing. You can't really score that. When it's on the feet, Jack was piecing him the fuck up. That fight is not as close as people think. So that's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm just saying, when you were watching it, you thought it was fucking close. When
I was watching it, I thought it was close.
Jack, yes! I have never seen you more happy for a split decision.
The Kevin Holland fight shouldn't have been a split decision as well. I don't know what the fuck off of that.
Well, to be honest, in the third round, Kevin just ran away because he didn't want to get knocked out. So
yeah.
But no, this is. I mean, here's what I'll say, dude. This fight's going to be a war, and if it's going to end, it's going to end in the 4th or the 5th. It's not going to end early.
Yeah, it's going to be by Jack. Yeah. Thank you for agreeing.
I am agreeing.
Sorry, Islam is not the best in boxing.
Oh, come on, dude, come on. I don't speak Russian, dude, so I can't say your name, brother. Kodano, that's a name I could say, but
Kyle Verrett, that's the name I
can say. I like how Kyle's last comment.
His spinning shit, baby.
Come on, Kyle, fight back against these guys. Kyle, your job is to protect our comment section, you fuck.
Where are you, Kyle?
Wake up, Kyle, wake up. He's probably asleep. Guys, don't make fun of me. Kyle, we love you, dude. But, man, you better be awake. Fight back, Kyle. Defend Jack.
Defend Jack.
And here's the thing. And that's why I really hope Kyle was with us, because if Islam started to get hurt,
dude,
bro,
he texted me today, and all he said was "fight companion." I'm like, no, dude, we're going to be there.
I'm gonna. He said that. Oh my god! You know how many times we brought up to him, "Hey, you want to come to New York? Come to New York." Oh, we'll see.
I was like, nah, dude. We're going to be at 322.
Bro, we bought tickets a month ago. Oh,
I love you, Kyle.
I love you, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, man.
If you're still watching, that is Kyle. I'm still watching.
Hope so. All right. I just want to say this, though. No matter what happens to the main event or the main card, this will end up. I said earlier in this live, when we leave, we're going to be walking away saying, you good? Jesus Christ. Dude, how you going to be the car? Dude, listen to me. This is a new car I bought.
I ain't going to destroy it. I ain't going to destroy it. Don't worry.
I just fucking bought it for I overpaid for this car a lot more than I fucking should have. Okay?
That's kind of nowadays, so.
I'm just saying, don't fucking destroy it tomorrow. Okay?
Hey. I can't
You can hit
promise
yourself
anything
and you can
Saturday
hit
if Jack
me.
wins.
What?
I can't promise anything Saturday if Jack wins.
No, that's why you're gonna walk back to Connecticut and just hit the car. I'm driving. You're like, Jack Della, he's coming for.
I'm
He's
keeping up
coming
with
for
the car.
Hamza.
Yeah.
So, if he wins, I picture you going Hamza and just going
Well,
Hamza.
he called Hamzat out. He
He
said
did?
he wants to beat Islam, defend against the top welterweights, then go up and fight Hamzat.
I thought he said he wants to defend like 3 or 4 times.
I don't know how many times Jack said he wanted. He said he wanted to defend against like top welterweights and then go up and fight Hamzat. He's a fucking crazy fucking Aussie motherfucker.
Let's be honest. Hamza's not going to be there because Fluffy's going to beat him. So
That's if Fluffy can fucking make it to a fight.
yeah, poor guy. At least he's honest about it, though. At least he's honest about being hurt like some guys we know.
Yeah.
But dude, I think this is gonna be a hell of a card. Dude, this is the first time that I'm like, you know what? That big price we pay for the ticket, it's already worth it.
It's worth
and we're not even there. We're not even there yet, and it's already worth it.
Yeah, thank fucking God they stacked.
All right, dude. I think we should wrap it up now before we get too hyped.
Yeah.
Oh dude, my dad's gonna be like, this fucking guy's got some. My dad's gonna be like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? He was quiet last year.
The past 2 times he's been fucking non-talking. What the hell happened?
You're gonna be, dude. Listen to me. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to talk my dad's head off about Jack Della Maddalena. I want you to make him believe that he's White Hagler, so my dad like actually buys the pay-per-view.
You got it. You fucking got it, cocksucker.
You're like, you see this guy Hagler? This is Jack the same fucking thing. He's the reincarnation of Hagler.
This is a Giacomo Della Maddalena, all right? Whoa!
Hey, Jack Della, a marvelous Maddalena.
He's getting it fucking done.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. If he wins this fight by knockout, I'm gonna call him Marvelous Maddalena forever. He's gonna be known as the Marvelous. Well, Marvelous Jr. All right, you fuckers, we're going to end it here. Appreciate the support of all. UFC 322 this Saturday at Madison Square Garden, the mecca of combat sports, boxing, MMA in New York, New York. Are you wearing a Corey shirt?
Yeah. I'm still a fan.
He tried. He tried.
That's all I'll say.
His best.
It's morale. What the fuck are you going to do?
Where is it? That's why he's the goal. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably wear this. I'm gonna probably wear the war shirt, dude. Yeah.
What?
I'm wearing the war.
Whoa!
All right, guys. Do you end the stream yet, or are we still going?
We're still going.
Oh, ow. Oh, fuck. It smashed my fucking knee.
I'm glad we're still going now.
Oh, okay, you fuckers. I just broke my knee. All right. Thanks for watching this episode of the Fighters Lounge. UFC 322 this Saturday at MSG. Tune in. As much as I'm a Rob fan, guys, you know, you don't really have to buy 323. Just stream it. You know, just stream it for. No, I'm just kidding. It's gonna be an awesome card too. But come on, guys, you gotta buy this card. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
All right, you fuckers. My name is Jake,
and I'm Isaiah.
And thanks for watching this episode of the Fighters Lounge. And remember, the greatest fighters always leave it all in the final round.